Good morning, Cesar Medina, KellerWilliamsRealEstate, your Realtor. Today, March 20th, 2023, in real estate. Let's get into it. It's here. We're going to start off with Taylor Swift says she built a $150 million real estate empire. This is pretty cool. I don't follow her. I don't listen to any of her music, but what she has done here, pretty much anybody can do. You put in some hard work, you save your money, you buy a property, and you build your real estate empire. I've seen countless people retire through real estate. I've seen a lot of older people that bought a home, even bought two, and when it's time to retire, they are very liquid. They're able to move on to their next phase in life, and real estate takes care of people. It's for the common man, I believe. You see it in third world countries where real estate takes care of their people. And I'm not just saying this because I'm in the industry, but it's a good thing. It doesn't matter how much money you make. You can save up over time, get a loan, buy a property, and always remember the best time to buy is low. That way, when you sell for high. And that's what Taylor Swift did. She bought a lot of her real estate back in 2012, 2014, 15, 16, and she's amassed a big empire, $150 million worth of real estate, which is pretty cool. And the common man can do it as well. I see it all the time. Here we're talking about First Republic Bank. Now I talked about First Republic Bank last week. They were crashing. Their stock had went down 70%, and history was made because 11 banks got together and they bailed them out. Usually it's us, the taxpayer, bailing them out, but 11 banks got together, bailed them out, gave them $30 billion in assets, and here we go again. Monday, a week later, their stock price has crashed through the roof, and Jamie Dimon of J.P. Morgan Chase, he's leading the rescue effort, trying to get them another 30 billion. This is 30 billion plus from what they were rescued last week. I told you First Republic, they were important. They are a big mortgage lender here in California on the West Coast. Uh, they held $62 billion from San Francisco, LA, and all of California in residential loans. And then they held another $24 billion in commercial real estate. So this isn't no small company. It's a big lender. These banking crises, banking failures are affecting real estate, and they will. And Jamie Dimon of J.P. Morgan Chase, the CEO, is trying to bail them out. Yet 7 days later, from them crashing last week. Whoa, big news right there. This article is Experiment Fueled Today's Housing Crisis. So, in case you don't know this cat right here, this is Ben Bernanke. He used to be the Federal Reserve Chairman. Now it's Powell, J. Powell. But they're saying that the experiment fueled today's housing crisis, and I agree 100% with this article. The Federal Reserve, if you don't know about them, look them up. They began their charter in 1913. Uh, they're as federal as Federal Express. Believe me, they are not a government entity. They're a private entity. But you do that research yourself. Check out the creature from Jekyll Island, and you'll learn about the Federal Reserve. But anyways, in my opinion, and according to this article, they started this housing crisis, and it's true because from 1913, when the Federal Reserve came into power, and 2000 through 2008, they owned zero mortgage-backed security investments. What's a mortgage-backed security? A mortgage-backed security is they take the mortgages and they put them into a pool, and they use an asset vehicle, and then they sell them to institutions or private investors to get a return. So they have all these mortgages, they take them, and then they sell them. Okay? Now, from 2008 until now, mortgage-backed securities on the Federal Reserve's financial assets page went from $0, check this out, $0 to $1.7 trillion. That's how much mortgage-backed securities they own. And during the COVID crisis, what they were doing is they were spending $40 to $90 billion a month on mortgage-backed securities. So this caused prices to go up because now all these mortgage-backed securities were covered essentially by the Federal Reserve. They were buying them up. By spring of 2022, mortgage-backed securities owned by the Federal Reserve for 1 to 4 unit multiplexes, they owned 22% of them. They owned 2.7 trillion in mortgage-backed securities. So they weren't even selling to investors anymore. They were just buying it up. And during the COVID crisis, these guys were purchasing 40 to 90 billion dollars a month in mortgage-backed securities. So yeah, they made the real estate prices go up. Well, when I got into real estate, the average price home here in Riverside was like 225,000. Now you're looking at 500,000 after the after the crisis of 2008. In my city, you could buy a regular home for 100,000, 110,000. Now they're selling for 500,000. Yeah, they are the cause of the real estate to go up, and we're gonna see what happens with what's going on with these banks, interest rates, Federal Reserve. They'll be out there on Wednesday. We'll see what they do, J-Pal. Anyways, this is an interesting article. Look for it. Read it yourself. Next is Newport Beach poised to throw noose around fractionally owned homes. So what's happening here is the Planning Commission. They want to limit fractional ownership in their city of Newport. Newport, it's a beach enclave right there in Orange County. And what fractional ownership is, multiple owners, they come together and they buy a property, usually to rent it out as a vacation home like you see on Airbnb or Vrbo. But the City Planning Commission, they want to ban this, and they're citing that because of these homes, it's causing congestion and noise. So they want to limit them to only duplexes and apartments. So we'll see where this goes with Newport City wanting to ban fractional ownership. This will affect the investors. We'll see where it takes it. This last one, it goes full circle to the first article, Taylor Swift. This young woman right here, she bought a tiny home for 89,000. She put it in the back of her property. She's renting it out, and now by renting it out, on Vrbo, Booking.com, Airbnb, it's now paying the mortgage to her main house, and she's living free and clear, and somebody else is paying for it. And this article, the reason I like this is because anybody can buy a home. You work hard, you save your money over the years, and you can get a loan as long as your credit's good, and you can come into a house with 3.5% to 5% down. And this is for anybody. All you got to do is just discipline yourself and save up the money, and you can do it too. And this woman right here, she's built up her portfolio. She has 29 homes, and it didn't happen overnight. But she just works hard, saves her money, doesn't spend it on stupid shit. Then she goes ahead and puts down a down payment for a home, and then she rents it out. And like I said it back in the Taylor Swift article, I've seen lots of people retire because of real estate. The 401ks, the Social Security, in the old years and the golden years, it's not what's going to take care of you. It's going to take care of you is real estate. And believe me, I see this all the time. I've seen it in my own family. Real estate, it takes care of the common man. So save up your money. You want to buy a home, get a loan, and then just rent it out. Yes, renting out to people could be a very tedious, sickening task, but in the end, it pays off. You guys, this is Today in Real Estate. Thank you for listening. You guys have a good day. Anything you need, let me know.